Hello there, my name's Billy Tracy and I am doing Whotubia, the Galactic vlog. Now this section focuses on a task that I will be having to perform over quite a few videos. And this latest task I've decided to do is to catch a flower alien and train it. You can see a picture here. These are the more common flower aliens which are seen mostly in places like forests, very rarely seen in urban areas. However, there have been more sightings of a different kind of a different variation, whether this is a mere anomaly or mutation, or whether this is the next stage of evolution for the flower aliens. I don't know. I don't know where these new kind of things are coming from. Nobody knows how the flower aliens came to be or how they were born, but there are many like speculative theories as to how they reproduce and how the babies are born. They're quite shy, timid creatures, so it's very difficult to get up close. So it's almost impossible for someone to catch one, but I'm going to try. So these are the two main brands, if you like, of flower aliens. There's the original, kind of more commonly seen one, mostly residing in forests, and these are the more rare, kind of mutated ones. Now these ones are a bit more vicious, and I'd keep well away from those if I were you, if you see them. Whilst these are mainly just quite shy. So I shall be trying to catch this brand of flower alien, and I hope that she will join me on my journey. To catch my flower alien, I'm going to be going into Rasler Woods, which is a forest I live quite near. There have been reported sightings of quite a few bug-eyed aliens crawling about, so maybe if I'm lucky I should be able to find some. Of course, I'm not just going to go blundering into the woods like a fool. I have to be prepared. So I've got a couple of bits and bobs which I strongly recommend that you guys, if you plan to try and catch a flower alien, have on you. Now the first thing I would recommend would be gloves. These are quite important because if you're trying to handle the flower alien and obtain it just by like having your arms around it, it might try and scratch you and claw your arms off if it's a very vicious one. This usually isn't the case, but it's always better to be safe than sorry, as I always say. Next thing I would recommend would be this. Now this is a yellow feather duster, but it's got this kind of pattern around it that makes it almost kind of flowery like, and to be honest, it doesn't really matter what you use as long as it's very kind of fluorescent, bright coloured and looks like a flower. In this case I've chosen this because it's very large and very bright coloured. It kind of fits all the criteria to what flower aliens love, and they will approach me much calmer and less upset than they would, much more comfortably than if I had nothing at all. So this is just a tool for which is used by many professional flower alien hunters, but it's also if you want to catch a flower alien and train it like I'm planning to do. Now this might seem quite silly, but again it's better to be safe than sorry, and the flower aliens usually go for the head or your face. You don't want ugly scratches around there. I'm not saying they're going to decapitate you or something like that, especially when we're going for the more tame breed. But it's always important to make sure that your head is protected at all times, as long as you can still see around you. Finally, make sure that you have a weapon of some sort, but this is only to be used if the flower alien looks like it's going to be really, really dangerous. Now, in my case I've chosen a mallet, and if you have a proper long swing at the head, it should take him out. Flower alien skulls are very, very weak, so this is only to be used in the most dire of emergencies. A hit to the head and it should be gone, and it's a very humane way to die for a flower alien because it shuts down immediately as soon as you get that one direct hit to the head. Well, I'm ready to go. I shall see you in my next video. Please comment below with support, any tips that you think you could give me. If anyone's caught a flower alien before, please let me know. And if you've got a flower alien of your own, please post a video response so I can have a look and see how you've done. That would be fantastic. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.